We began with the proposal that language is not a collection of historically separated tongues, but a branching expression of one underlying structural system, a single language of phases, cycles, and oscillations rather than etymological descent, and from there we moved into a phase algebra model in which consonants encode states of matter, and dynamic transitions rather than dictionary meanings, defining H as gas, dispersion, probabilistic field, breadth, and atmospheric openness, L as liquid, continuity, coherence, wave-like extension, R as plasma, excitation, charge, energetic interaction, and T or D as solid, boundary, localization, particle-like crystallization, thereby constructing a four-state ontology that mirrors thermodynamic and quantum structures. Within this framework, double consonant clusters are not linear transitions but oscillatory fields between states, so HL represents gas, liquid permeability tension such as condensation and evaporation, HR the ionization dance between gas and plasma, HT non-linear leap between gas and solid-like sublimation, LR the ignition, tension between liquid and plasma, LT the freezing melting adaptability between liquid and solid, and RT the extreme crystallization tension between plasma and solid, forming a full oscillation matrix in which every pair encodes a thermodynamic field. Triple clusters were then reinterpreted not as sequences, but as three-state resonance systems, triangular dynamic chambers where three phases coexist simultaneously, with each triple defined partly by the element it excludes, such that HLR forms a volatile storm-like system lacking solidity. HLT forms a complete ecological water cycle lacking excitation. HRT forms explosive, lightning ground systems lacking cohesion, and LRT, or RLT, form deep, interior transformative systems lacking dispersion, like magma chambers, or stellar cores under pressure, and orientation within triples subtly shifts dominance without breaking the resonance. Vowels were introduced as amplitude or pressure modifiers that adjust the energy density of oscillation without changing the structural consonant physics, and clusters like LD were identified as especially important because L as wave collapsing into D as particle mirrors corpuscular wave duality, representing the transition from coherent continuity to localized event, with DL representing the reverse dispersion from particle back into willed. This allowed refinement of the ontology so that H became statistical dispersion or probability cloud rather than coherent wave. L became structured wave coherence. R became catalytic excitation or interaction necessary for collapse, and T or D became localized actuality, completing a fourfold ladder of dispersion, coherence, excitation, and localization. Operator consonants such as V were defined as connective or insertion forces rather than matter states, enabling architecture within the phase system so that a word like dovod could be analyzed as solid field vector, field solid, a symmetric thermodynamic reasoning circuit, stabilizing through movement throughout the tree. Metaphor emerged naturally from resonance branching, not historical. Migration, with doubles generating tension, triples generating structural complexity, and the full quartet HLRT representing total phase cycling. Thus, language in this model is not symbolic reference, but dynamic phase topology, where words encode energetic paths, oscillatory, fields, and structural transformations, and meaning bursts from the interplay of matter states, excitation gradients, and amplitude. Modulation, forming a recursive, self-branching grammar of becoming that mirrors physics, thermodynamics, and quantum duality while remaining anchored in articulation and sound.